Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a test that nobody asked for. Does it matter how you wet your reed before playing? I honestly don't know, so I'm going to test it out. For those who don't know, you need to moisten a cane reed before you put it on the mouthpiece and play. This goes for any reed instrument like saxophone, clarinet, and even double reed instruments like oboe and bassoon. Sure, you can just slap the reed on there dry and play, but it's really not going to work so well. Most people, myself included, just put the reed in their mouth for a few seconds to wet it, slap it on the mouthpiece, and go. Seems pretty simple to me. I've seen some people wet their reed in a little cup of water before playing, and I've seen others keep it in their case in a sealed container with like mouthwash or something like that. Today, I'm gonna try a bunch of different methods out, and I'm gonna see what, if any, difference there is between them. I have a total of 7 different methods of reed soaking. Along with wetting the reed in my mouth, like I always do, I'm also gonna be letting each reed soak for 1 total minute in water, coffee, and that's just black coffee. That's the way I like to drink it. No cream, no sugar, none of that stuff. Milk, Coca-Cola, soy sauce, and olive oil. I want to hear if there's any sound differences between them, and I also want to see what the playability differences are from the performer's perspective. All the reeds I'm going to be using are brand new Boston Sax Shop size 3 alto reeds, and don't forget, use code Pollack for 10% off your entire order at bostonsaxshop.com. This video isn't sponsored by them, but hey, I figured I'd let you know about the code if you didn't know about it. I'm going to be playing the same thing in each recording, and I'm first going to show you those recordings without telling you which reed is which. I want you to put your guesses in the comments down below which reed you think corresponds with which number, and I also want you to tell me which one you think sounds the best. Once I go through all the recordings, I'm going to play all those same ones back to you, but then for the second time, I'm going to tell you exactly which reed corresponded with each number. After that, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions once I go through this entire test. Let's get into the recordings. So this right here is for all of you who are probably thinking, oh, he's not really putting the reeds in all these liquids, is he? Well, yes, I am. And yes, I am that insane. And, you know, it is what it is. But that's how we're going to do this. So I'm just going to get off the excess there. And oh, okay. Oh. Here we go. I do this for you guys. I think. Nobody asked for this. there we go. Were you surprised by any of the results? Were your guesses correct or incorrect? Let me know in the comments down below. I have some thoughts about this very scientific experiment. Hey, you can expect nothing less on the Dave Pollack YouTube channel. First off, I just gotta say, there wasn't really much difference for me as the player in any of those recordings. Obviously, the taste of some of them was different, except for the soy sauce one. That was pretty rough. I like soy sauce, I like putting it on things, but having the entire reed soaked in it, it was like dripping, and then every time you breathe in, it was just too much, and you saw me struggling a little bit there, but really, that was the only one that stuck out in a negative way. I really like the Coca-Cola and the coffee ones, just for the flavor, because I really like drinking black coffee, and I like drinking Coca-Cola. So those were enjoyable, and I'm sure they taste better than some of those flavored reeds out there, which I've actually never tried, but I think this is a more natural, maybe, way, except for all the, high fructose corn syrup and the Coca-Cola. Don't worry about that. But honestly, those two weren't that bad. The rest weren't that bad, except for the soy sauce. Honestly, dipping the reed in these different liquids doesn't really affect the sound at all. Any differences in sound that you heard can easily be attributed to the fact that I used a different reed for each example. Also, me just putting on a new reed each time, I could have it a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, up or down, and that's gonna cause more of an effect on the sound than if I had it in my mouth or I dipped it in water or milk or something. Admittedly, I did this video for me, for my own enjoyment, because honestly, I thought it would be hilarious. People have all these comparisons online about different things, and I'm guilty of it too, but I figured in a fun way, hey, I've never seen anybody try this before really, and I figured why not? Let me try it and see what happens. I pretty much knew what the results are going to be coming in because it really doesn't matter how you wet the reed as long as you get the reed wet, put it on there and play. What matters much more is you, the player. And that brings me to the most important point of this video, and it's that these little things like how you wet the reed, whether it's in your mouth, whether it's in water, whether it's a minute or 30 seconds or a little longer, or you keep it in a humidity controlled, that stuff matters so little that you should really be focusing on the million other things that actually affects your sound and your playing. 5 minutes of focused practicing on something that'll actually get you better on your instrument is gonna affect your sound in the long run and your technique in the long run way more than whether you put it in water or milk or Coca-Cola or whatever. There are so many things out there that musicians and especially saxophonists focus on way too much. The ligature screw and the tightness of this and maybe the lacquer on the instrument, or if I add a heavy thing. Sure, that stuff could be great, and if you really want to mess with it and it makes you happy, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but I'm saying there are so many other things that are going to be more beneficial to you as a musician than that. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did filming it. If you haven't yet checked it out, I have an online masterclass that teaches you my simple 6-step voice leading process to create melodic and lyrical solos. Along with the 40-minute video, you get 9 pages of PDFs that you can download, and the best part, it's all completely free. If you click the link at the top of the description down below, you can get instant access to this masterclass and the PDFs. Tons of people have already watched it, and they've reached out to me saying they've improved their playing already just from this 40-minute video, and I know it's gonna do the same for you. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.